It's a warm welcome once again. My name is Tisabang. After a very long time, we're making a deep dive, and today we're going to talk about the history of the Kikuyu community. The Kikuyu is one of the largest ethnic groups in Kenya with a rich history that dates back centuries. Their story is shaped by various cultural, social, and political developments that have played a significant role in their identity and trajectory. Here is a brief overview of the history of the Kikuyu community. Origin and migration. The exact origin of the Kikuyu people are still a subject of debate among the historians and anthropologists. According to the Kikuyu oral tradition, their ancestors migrated from the north, possibly from the present-day Sudan or Ethiopia, and settled in the central highlands of the present-day Kenya. The migration is believed to have occurred in the early mid-16th century, pre-colonial era. Before the arrival of the European colonizers, the Kikuyu community had established a complex socio-economic system. They were primary farmers, cultivating crops like maize, beans, and potatoes. Their knowledge of agriculture allowed them to develop terraced farms on the hilly terrain of the Central Highlands. Cattle, sheep, and goats were also kept for their economic and social importance. The Kikuyu were organized into age sets, with each stage representing a specific phase of life. Elders held significant authority and were respected for their wisdom and experience. They also had religious and spiritual belief systems that revolved around supreme being Ngai, who was believed to reside on Mount Kenya. The colonial era. The late 19th century saw the arrival of the British colonial forces in Kenya. The Kikuyu, like many other ethnic groups, were significantly impacted by the colonial rule. The British sought to control the fertile lands of the Kikuyu Central Highlands for agriculture, leading to land depositions and forced labor practices. In the early 20th century, the British introduced the system of native reserves, later known as native reservations, to segregate and control the African population. This policy disrupted traditional Kikuyu land tenure system and sparked resistance movement. The Mau Mau uprising. One of the most significant events in Kikuyu history is the Mau Mau uprising during 1952 to 1960. It was an armed rebellion against British colonial rule and the widespread of injustice faced by the Kikuyu and other African communities. The uprising was named after the Mau Mau and the secret societies that led to the resistance. The Mau Mau uprising was met with harsh response from the British, leading to atrocities on both sides. Thousands of Kikuyus were killed and many more were detained in concentration camps. The movement, however, played a crucial role in the Kenyan struggle for independence, which was achieved on December 12, 1963, post-independence. After Kenya gained independence, the Kikuyu community played a prominent role in shaping the country's politics and economy. Jomo Kenyatta, a Kikuyu, became the Kenyan first president. The Kikuyu community's dominance in various sectors of the society has also led to tensions and accusations of marginalizations from other ethnic groups. Modern times. In recent times, the Kikuyu community has continued to evolve, adapting to changes brought about by urbanization, globalization, and modernization. The traditional customs and practices remain significant, but some aspects have been modified and integrated with modern lifestyles. The Kikuyu language and cultural practices such as ceremonies and rituals continue to be preserved and celebrated. The community has also contributed significantly to Kenya's economic and social development, with men excelling in various professions and industries. It's important to note that the history of the Kikuyu community is dynamic and multifaceted. There are different perspectives and narratives, including those not covered in the brief overview. To gain a comprehensive understanding, further research and exploration of the Kikuyu history from various sources will be necessary. My name is Tisa Banks, and I'll be continuing to give you more details of the histories of other Kenyan tribes. Stay tuned for more.